Hey, what's up guys? So today I'm out here with my F32 440i BMW and we're going to be installing the BM3 Flex Fuel Kit. So let's get right into it. Alright, so you guys see what we got here. We got the BM3 engine bay mounting location for the Flex Fuel sensor. And this guy is going to get mounted up right back there. And we're going to connect it up to the fuel pump. Still got the stock fuel pump, but that's not going to last long. We got to take off, I already took off the plastics up here. You got to take off the plastics on this side, and then we're going to take off the strut bar, and then once the strut bar is off, we can start playing with the fuel lines. So let's start. All right guys, so in order for you to remove this strut bar, you got 4 bolts. You got one there, it is a E18, and then you got 2 in the middle, and then you have 1 on the other side. So we're gonna remove those. Get this one loose. Take the rest of it out by hand. Already loosened these up. I think these ones are pretty long and annoying to take out. And then the last one that you guys got to hit is right here on this side. You just take that out, and then you guys will see the whole strut bar will just come out like so. And then we're gonna have to go in and remove all of this plastic trim in here. So we're gonna hit all these bolts here, and then we can get that plastic off and we can get to the fuel lines. All right, we'll just get these guys off. This is when you do take that off, that's one you're gonna have to watch out for, that little hose there. You don't wanna mess that up. A lot of plastic stuff in here that's real easy to mess up. So you just wanna be careful while you're in here. Can't remember if I got them all or there's one more. I think I got them all. Nope, one more. One on the end, I think, if I recall correctly. Yep, right here. Goofy little one. And then, like I said, oh, you gotta take this ECU cover off. There we go. Maybe try to be a little bit more gentle with it than I was. And this guy's out. So now we have access to all of our fuel lines back here. This is where we're going to be installing the new parts. All right, so now we're just going to disconnect the negative terminal on the battery, and then I'm going to put this microfiber in between it so that there's no way that the car can have any power. I don't want anything sparking up while I'm playing with gas in the front. So just loosen that guy up. Just kind of wiggle it off. All right, and then we just throw the microfiber in there. And we're all set. All right, so now that our battery's disconnected, you're gonna wanna come over to the high pressure fuel pump. You're gonna wanna disconnect this guy, and then you're gonna wanna go to ignition coil 6. You're going to wanna pop that clip. All right, so the easiest way to get this out is just to grab a screwdriver and just go like that. Now you have that unplugged. So that's all good. You can push that out of the way. All right, so next what you guys are gonna wanna do is take a little rag, put it under this fuel line here, and then take a 17 millimeter, just loosen it. You're not going to want to hit it all the way. Just going to want to loosen it up. A little bit of fuel is going to leak out. That's that pressure. You just want to let that seep out slowly. Kind of let that drain a little bit. that sit. A couple more seconds. Ideally, try to minimize the amount of gas we're getting everywhere, and then we're gonna go and undo the other side. So what you guys are gonna wanna do, you're gonna wanna come find this screw. Here, come back a little bit so they can see where it is. You got your high pressure line, we're over there, it's still draining out a little bit. You got this screw right here, it's an E6, little guy. I'm gonna take that guy out. Once that comes out, the line will get released. All right, so I finally got this hard line removed from here. It is a little bit of a pain in the ass, so what you have to do is you have to push the hard line down, and then as you're pushing it down, you have to pull this guy down as much as you can, and then once you get it down about halfway, the hard line will pop off. It's a pain in the butt, but it's possible. It took me about 10 minutes to figure out how to do that. So moving on. All right, so the next thing you guys are gonna wanna do is you're gonna wanna take this fitting that comes with the Flex Fuel Kit. You wanna screw that guy onto the side of the fuel pump, and then you're going to take your 17 millimeter. Again, I'm just going to tighten this guy down. You don't want to over tighten it, but it needs to be tight. That guy should be good. You see we got that on there. Now let's set up our fuel lines. Alrighty guys, so now that we have this guy on here, you're gonna wanna take your boot mod fuel line. You're gonna wanna clip that guy on there, make sure it clips all the way down, and then you're gonna go on this side here. You are going to take this side of the flex fuel sensor, plug it in right there, and then I'm gonna go over to the other side and we'll plug that in. All right guys, so now we just take this, clip it down, and then we're gonna, don't forget to grab this gray little locker and put that guy on there. So now we're just gonna clean all this up, set it back down in there, and now let's get to wiring it. All right, so next, you guys are gonna wanna come inside on the passenger side. You're gonna wanna remove this guy. Put that on the floor. And you're gonna wanna remove this guy. So, I think maybe I'm doing this wrong. No professional, but I'm 99% sure that I gotta take some of the bottom of this apart in order to get this off, because there's one more clip that's up high that I can't undo. Alright, so I just ran the line from the engine bay into the inside of the car, and I had to run it through, there's the fuse box right here. I ended up running it through just a little hole. You guys aren't gonna be able to see it, but it's a hole just off to the left side of the fuse box here. So we got that ran through here. I cut a little spot here, so this will go on there, and that'll have a good little spot to sit, and it'll be all sealed up. And then I'll add this to that little setup there. Put a little more slack, and then I'll just zip tie these together, and those will just stay together. And then let's move to the inside of the car. I'll take the camera. So on the inside here, what I had to do was I had to take this clip off, and then you basically just splice the boot mod connector in, and then once you have that spliced in, you'll connect it up to this guy, and then theoretically you should be ready to rock. So before I button all this stuff up, I'm gonna plug up the battery again, and then we'll test it all out, make sure everything's working, and once we see everything's working, we'll put the car back together. Alright guys, so we just started up the car. Everything started fine. At first, it actually wasn't starting fine, and I'm an idiot. I got everything and the whole install correct. All the pins got plugged in right. Everything was good, but I forgot to plug in the top of the fuel pump, and I forgot to plug in the last coil pack, and it wouldn't start, and I kind of thought I screwed something up. But I came over here and I was like, well, that would be the problem. So I plugged them in, car started immediately. I was like, oh, that's cool. I'm just going to go ahead and put the whole inside away. I'm gonna tuck all these wires up underneath this tray in here, and we'll get all this looking nice again. And then we'll take this guy out for a drive. I'll show you guys what it does. All right, guys, so I just got the inside all cleaned up. We got everything put back together. Don't mind my dirty ass car, but we got all that back together. Now all we got left to do is just put the engine bay back together. So we're gonna get on putting that strut bar back in, and then putting all that plastic cover stuff back on, and we'll be all set. Alright guys, so I just got the engine bay all put back together. We got the strut bar back in, we got the plastics back on, and I tucked the wire for the flex fuel sensor in with this wire here. So it looks pretty clean. You guys can barely even see the flex fuel sensor back there. So keep that on the low key setup. And that's gonna be about all we got for in here. And then while I'm playing with the car, I got these floating center caps. I'll just throw these guys in real quick. The little floaters, I already put one on here. You guys see? Kind of cool. So I'll show you guys how to throw these on real quick. Alright, so I know it feels kind of weird, but you could play with this with all the plastic you want. You're not going to be able to get it out with plastic. You just have to very carefully take a small screwdriver, get it up in there, and just slowly kind of pull it out like so. I'm about to pull the BMW logo off of there. As you guys can see, you see we didn't even scratch anything. And then we just take our new floating one, and we'll pull this off of here. And just take that guy, smack it up in there. You guys see, we got the floating center caps. Guys, so we just got outside with the car. We're out at the E85 station, and I have the car flashed with the E30 tune right now. So I'm gonna use the E85 calculator app. I'm gonna pull up E85 calc, and then I have almost no gas in the car. So it tells me for 30%, I'm gonna need 3.37 gallons of E85, and then I'm gonna need 9.27 gallons of 93. So let's get that pumped up.
Every pump.
Yeah, dog.
Let's get it.
Alright guys, so we just got in the car after we fueled it up, and the whole thing with the Flex Fuel Kit is now you're able to check and see how much ethanol is actually in the car. So the way you're going to do that is you have your cruise control buttons over here, just half click on the minus, and then you'll see your RPM gauge is going to pop up to the level of E that you have in the car. So right now I'm a little bit shy of E30, but I also just pumped the gas, so we got to drive it around and let it mix. So we're going to drive it around for about 5 minutes, and then we'll show you guys what it's reading. Hopefully we'll be close to 30. I might be a little bit off because of the quality of the E85. The E85 here is probably not E85. It's probably like E79. So if we're getting closer, it's going up. So we'll mix it up, and we'll show you guys what it's doing. Alright guys, so we're all finished up. We got gas in the car. Car's running good. We tested it out, did a couple pulls. Car's definitely running better with the Flex Fuel Kit. We're running the same tune I was running before. I was running E30, but I was like mixing it myself, and I was just trying to eyeball it and get it. Now that I have the Flex Fuel sensor on there, the car is definitely running a lot better. And now as soon as I get that upgraded fuel pump, I'll turn it up and I'll put it on E50. So that should definitely be cool. So you guys stay tuned for the video coming soon of me installing the fuel pump. I probably should have waited to install this till I got the fuel pump, but I'm impatient. I wanted it on, so we're gonna do it twice. Why not? But that's about all we got for you guys tonight, and hopefully we'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.